So we're doing, of course, a wheel bearing job, and look at how loose it is. You see all this play in the bearing? That is shot. So we're going to give it a couple of whacks. I'm trying to get the hub to pop out. Wow, no efforts, just one shot. This guy is really, really lucky. I mean, this was going to fall out, literally fall out. Wow, he would have been in a bad, bad, bad shape if this would have fell out. That's the easiest I've ever taken a hub. Wow. Anyway, all right. So let's get to the next phase here. I don't see no retaining ring on this side, which is funny. Okay, I see why. I see why. All right, so let's continue with the disassembly, and this, take this knuckle completely off. So we need to knock off these two bolts from the struts, the tie rod end, and the bolt joint pinch bolt right there, and hopefully it comes off with no fuss. All right, so after a carnage, we finally got the bearing out. So far, the hardest part of the job for me was to get that bolt joint right there out of this pinch right here. This was a nightmare, so I had to use fire and all kinds of stuff just to get that out of the way. Alhamdulillah, we got it out of the way. So now, just pressed out the bearing using that kit right there, made by Astro. Somebody's interested, look it up. It's on Amazon. I think that's the master kit for the bearing tool there. So sometimes you can use that one because the bearing is so seized in that in the knuckle, in the bore, that you have to use a 20-ton press or something like that to try to take it out of there. But luckily this time it's not the case. It came out without too much of a fight. Of course, you need a gun like that one right there. That's an 899 DC. I usually don't take it out nowadays. It stays in the house, but when it's needed, it definitely does the trick. So it was a very good investment. I'll buy it 1,000 times again. Anyway, so now what we're going to do is we're going to press in the new bearing, which is right here. Brand new bearing. We'll press it inside there, put the snap ring back, and then cut the race off at an angle right there. We're going to take the angle grinder. We're going to cut it at an angle, release this thing right here, and then we're going to press the knuckle. And after that, put it back together, take it for a test drive. Hopefully everything is fine, and then ship it. Finally got the race out. It was kind of smoking just now because I had to use, again, some heat. Yeah, that's what happened when you work with vehicle coming from up north, because the rust, everything is kind of welded on. Rust welded, so, but alhamdulillah, it's out now. So we're going to take that piece and we're going to press it into this piece. That's the next phase. Once we do that, we're ready to go back inside the car. Go back in the suspension, and we should be all right. Right now I got to let it cool off because it's steaming hot right now. All right.